What is good, you guys? Welcome back to the Pro. Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, we're going to be dissecting the blowout win by the Miami Heat in Game 4 of the first round matchup against the Hawks. Big win for the Heat. Leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. Go check out the second channel if you have not already. Let's get right into it. So yeah, man, this was a really much needed bounce back game. I did tweet earlier today how, Kyle Lowry, I would have preferred if he rested, and he did, rest, or maybe he was just injured and couldn't play, but regardless, he didn't play, which I thought was a good decision for the team. We don't need Kyle Lowry to beat a Hawks team that is the 8th seed. Like, no disrespect to them, but we just saw tonight why they were the 8th seed and why we are number 1. And Kyle Lowry, I expect him to not play anymore this series, especially if we wrap up Game 5, obviously. And I don't want him to aggravate anything. We got to be ready for the second round. So good decision by the coaching staff. A lot of people were worried about this game because Capella was back and Lowry was not playing. I was more calm about it. I thought we would have a good chance to win this game. And I thought the adjustments from Spoelstra were masterful. I thought a lot of the rotations, the lineups, they were spot on. And in the first quarter, it was a close game and we didn't play well, but after the first quarter, we kind of dominated the whole game. The second quarter, we went on a huge run, and then the third and the fourth quarter, it was kind of just a blowout from there. And we did a solid job, not just a solid job, we did an exceptional job on Trae Young. Only 9 points and 5 assists. He's kind of been in prison the whole series, man. He hasn't done anything. Last game he hit a game winner, and he was good in the fourth, but apart from that, he's kind of been mediocre / bad the whole series. And the Heat deserve a lot of credit for that. I thought another key element to us winning this game was the fact that we only had 6 turnovers and we only had 0 in the first half, which is amazing. Without our point guard, to have 0 turnovers in a playoff game is something that a lot of teams would just dream of happening, and it did happen for the Heat. 0 turnovers is really good. In the first half, we ended up with 6 for the whole game. As I said, we got to the line. The Hawks also did get to the line. They missed about 9 free throws. We missed 4. We didn't shoot that great from 3, only 31%, but we did out-rebound them, offensive rebounds. We dominated that category, and we did have more assists than them, and we forced more turnovers. As I said, we only had 6. The Hawks had 15. Jimmy Butler, once again, was masterful. 36, 10, and 4. Amazing stuff. He just dominates the game in a way that it's very unorthodox how he plays, but he kind of just plays at his own pace. And he's one of those players where he has 36 and you don't really realize it until the end of the buzzer, and you're like, oh damn, this guy had 36 points and 10 rebounds and 4 assists. Like, that dude went off, and like he put his imprints on this whole game. So shout out to Jimmy, man. He had an excellent game. Bam struggled again, as he has been throughout the whole series, but I think that's okay. I think we can get past the Hawks with Bam not being at his best. I thought he was better tonight than he was last game. He had a big N1. He had a couple of big offensive rebounds, but I thought the game changer for Spoelstra was to go small. And I thought off the bench, when he brought in Caleb or even Oladipo, who played, he only had 6 points, but he had 8 rebounds. And when he came on to the court, we were down by like 10, and that's when the game really changed. I'm pretty sure he ended up being like a plus 20 in his first 7 minutes of play. And when he came into the game really changed. So shout out to Oladipo and shout out to Spoelstra, because a lot of fans wanted Victor to get minutes, and he did. He ended up getting 23 off the bench. And the beauty of this team is that you can kind of adjust and play different guys based on different matchups, because that's how deep this team is. We didn't even see Markieff Morris the whole game. But some nights it's going to be Tyler who's going to play the most minutes off the bench, but tonight it was Victor. Duncan Robinson, who was the hero in game 1, only had 9 points and has not been playing that much throughout the rest of the series. And Dwayne Dedmon, who's been the backup center, only played 4 minutes. And that's just the beauty of this team, that no matter who we're playing or what the circumstances are, and how the Hawks are playing or whatever opponent we're playing, Spo can kind of just mix and match. It's kind of like he has 20 different lineups to choose from, and that's what it's so good that he has that many lineups, rotations at his disposal that he can figure out. And he did a great job tonight, Spoelstra. He deserves so much credit. He took a lot of criticism last game because of the late game plays, but tonight he was like almost perfect with what he did. But yeah, like I said, going small was a game changer because PJ Tucker at the 5, and then Caleb at the 4, Jimmy at the 4, like that really helped us. And this series is about spacing, and it's about spreading the defense out, and trying to convert from the 3-point line, and also dribble penetration and kicking it out. And that's why we went small for majority of this game, and it really paid off. I thought Vincent hit a couple of huge threes. I thought overall, although his shot was not falling apart from some of the threes he hit, I thought he was absolutely huge defensively on Trae Young again. 9 points on Trae Young. I cannot emphasize how much that stifles their defense. 9 points on Trae Young is a ridiculously well defending job on him. Capella came back, was on a minutes restriction, only had 2 points. He did have 7 rebounds, but he wasn't the same Clint Capella. You can tell he's probably not 100%. And I thought another big thing is that Bogdanovic did not get hot. He got hot in the last couple games from 3, especially in like the 4th quarter, but tonight he was terrible. His efficiency was terrible. I think he only made 1 field goal, or it might have been 2 field goals. He was not good, and I thought shutting him down kind of just shut their bench scoring down. DeLon Wright has been probably their best bench player this whole series. I would probably say DeLon Wright has been their most impactful player this whole series. I just want to give a huge shout out to DeLon Wright, because I'm not trying to give the Hawks props because they just got blown out, but DeLon Wright, bro, he plays so hard. He gets those loose balls. He kind of just plays like a Miami Heat player. I'm not trying to recruit him or anything, but shout out to DeLon. I mean, I guess he has the genes because his brother played for the Heat back in the 2000s. So yeah, if there's one person from the Hawks who deserves to hold their head high from all this, is DeLon Wright, because he's had a terrific series for them. Even if his numbers don't really say that, his impact has been huge for them. So I do want to give him some credit, but I just thought from the Heat's perspective, Tyler only played 21 minutes, had 3 points. But like I said, a lot of people were like, oh, Tyler only had 3 points. That's concerning. It's not, because he didn't get that many minutes, and we still won the game by so many points. It's going to be different games for everyone. Game 1 was the Duncan Robinson game. Game 2 was the Jimmy Butler game. Game 3, I would say, was like the PJ Tucker game. Yeah, he was huge. And then game 4 again was Jimmy. So like Tyler has not really had a game. I mean, game 3 he was good. He had 24, but like there isn't like a guy who's gonna be the number one, not number one option, but be the best player or the most valuable player in the game for every single game for the Heat, because that's just not how our team is constructed. We have so many different options that it could be a different guy each game, and that's what makes this team so special and unique. And it's so hard to game plan against us, because on any given night, Max Strus can go off. He had 20 last game. Duncan Robinson, game 1, he can go off. Gabe Vincent can go off. Bam can go off. PJ, like Tyler, Kyle, like so many options on this team. That's how deep it is. So I don't think it's a negative that Tyler only had 3 points. I just think that this just wasn't a game for him. And he'll be better next game if he gets more minutes and opportunities and all that. But I think Spoelstra saw that this was a good game for Oladipo to get some minutes, because he was really impacting the team. And yeah, it was a great coaching performance by Eric Spoelstra. Nate McMillan, on the other hand, I don't know how you just don't call a timeout when the other team is making a run. I think the Hawks should fire him. I'm not a Hawks fan, but I actually like Trae Young. I'm not like a Trae Young hater. Like I was actually a fan of Trae Young's coming out of college, so I want him to be successful, but I don't know if that's gonna happen with Nate McMillan as his coach. I just think that he's getting absolutely, he's getting Eric Spoelstra's coaching circles around him, as he does basically with almost every coach in the NBA, basically. But yeah, man, what more is there to say? Great win. Back to the 305. We have to take care of business. I do not want to extend this to game 6. We got to win game 5, because Philly and Toronto is going on tomorrow. I think game 5 is tomorrow for them. Embiid is currently playing on a torn ligament in his thumb. He's playing through it. He does not look 100%. Like even last game against the Raptors, he did not look good. So who knows? Like, I still think Philly will win this series because they were up 3-0. But, shout out to Toronto for extending that series. But if Philly does win game 5, we have to make sure we don't let Philly get any more extra rest than, they need. So, yeah, we got to take care of business. Do not let up. Do not, take your foot off the gas pedal. keep the intensity going, because that's what, you know, it's going to win us this series. I'm sure the home crowd is going to come out and rock. For some reason, they took our game off of ESPN and TNT. It's on NBA TV now, but Bally Sports will definitely be streaming the game. So, yeah, man, that's all I have to say about this game. Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section below about this game. Hawks fans, Heat fans, I want to hear everything. Go subscribe to my second channel, leave a like, and subscribe to this channel if you guys are new. I'll see y'all later as always. Peace.